Hello, what is up everybody? In today's video, I have the full in-depth guide on how Takeover works and what is the best takeover, ranking them from 1 to 8. So all I ask you guys to do is leave that like. Let's aim for 100 likes to the video, share the video to everyone in the 2K community, and hit that subscribe button, man. Almost at 40,000 subscribers. You guys are killing it. Follow me on Twitch. I do daily live streams on there. Shout out to the guy who subbed to me, my first ever Twitch sub ever. It's out to you, bro. Let's get straight into the video, bro. Okay, first off, we're looking at the Playmaker Takeover. Now, 2K, I've got some more information I'm going to show in a second after I explain what 2K says. And then I've got the actual thing that it does as well. There's some added things that 2K has added they haven't put here. So first off, Playmakers can freeze defenders more often with augmented ball handling abilities and can enhance their teammates' shot making off assists. Yes, there's not many playmaking real ankle breakers this year. There's a couple of animations to put the defender on their back, but nothing as serious as last year or 2K8 in a recent 2K history. This year there's only a couple of moves that actually work in the game. And this Playmaker badge, I'm going to rank it at the end of the video, so stay tuned for that. I don't really think this highly of it, but Playmaker, what it says there, alright. Now this is the added information that I looked up. I had some experience with myself and people in the community, so this is what else I have. Playmakers are the only ones you can put someone on their back with an ankle breaker. They also get boosted the shot after breaking someone off the dribble and an extra dimer-like buff to their assist. So breaking down the Playmaker Grand badge. Okay, so what you can do is you can break ankles more often or at all, but without this badge you can't really break ankles at all. And also, if you break someone's ankle or even make them stumble and you shoot, there's a higher chance of it going in. So if you have like a 73 ball, probably increases your 3 ball to a 75 or just increases your shot percentage by +5 or something. I'm pretty sure that's how it works this year around. It has been a little bit different than last year. And the extra diamond-like buff to your teammates. So if you're Hall of Fame diamond with the Grand badge, obviously it's going to be like diamond dimer, and you kick it out to anyone in the corner who has like a 70 or a 63 ball above, 65 I say above. They're going to knock that down and probably hit a white or even a green, you know what I mean? So this is really good if you want to just play make. You're not really looking to shoot that often unless you're off the playmaker, off the ankle breaker, stuff like that. You know, this build is really, it's Chuck's build, right? Chuck knows how to use it perfectly. It's perfect for rep. If you want the most rep in the game, use the playmaking badge. You throw lobs, flashy assists, you get ankle breaker threes in people's faces. You're going to get a lot of reps. So this is a really rep-based playmaking takeover. So that's the first one. Let's go on to the second takeover. Next, we're looking at post-scorer takeover. Now, 2K says this. Post scorers become more dominant in the paint with stronger backdowns and enhanced moves and shots. If you remember last year, 2K19, this Grand badge or takeover system was really overpowered. It would break, you couldn't do really anything. As soon as they got that, the pure post scorers or over shot creator post scorers, any sharpshooting post scorers, anything with this badge, you couldn't defend them, no matter what you are, even if you're a pure rim protector, right? So this year they turned it down and got rid of some of them animations, so that most of them, if you're backing down and spin the stick around, you can't really back around them and then dunk on them or get an open dunk off of it, stuff like that. They got rid of the rest of that. Now this is also what I had to look at, had to ask the 2K community, or a couple of people around the 2K community as well, where post scorers get a lot in Takeover, power backdowns clear at spin drive content. But the spin drive content has been taken out of the game, so I forgot to take that out of there. But spin drive content, it's there, but it's minimum. You know what I mean? It's not as OP as last year, as I was saying. It's like you can still get that animation, but the animation is not so good this year. It's more like a toned down version of last year. Boosted hooks, fades, and shimmies. Yes, if you're in the post, do post fadeaway. If you have Hall of Fame deep fades on with this badge, you're going to knock down the deep fades with contest. Doesn't matter what it is. I see shooting guard slashers hit that heavily contest off the fade with Hall of Fame deep fades with this badge, you know? It's pretty OP if you know how to use it and you do fadeaways and don't really rely on what happened last year. But again, I'm going to rake it at the end of the video. That is the post scorer takeover. Let's go on to the third takeover, man. Now we have the shot creator takeover, the one that I use for my build. One of my 2 builds, right? My playmaking shot creator. Shot creators become more effective at shooting off the dribble that can shake off defenders consistently using step backs and spin gathers. Now there's one thing I want to talk about the takeover of the shot creator is off dribble shooting in this game is broken. It's really non-existent. Hall of Fame difficult shots gives you +1 for bronze, 2 for silver, 3 for gold, 4 for Hall of Fame. So it's not really that good of a Grand badge. I don't feel like it's really useful at all. I really hope they bring respect just to change the takeover, you know, just at least change the takeover to make it a little bit more interesting, you know. People want to use different takeovers. Now, using the step back and spin gathers, yeah, that it does work. If you do a step back, like if you top step back to the 3-point line to shoot it, it's most likely going to go in. but shooting off dribble fades, it doesn't really help it that much. Now let's have a little bit more in depth into it. Shot creator is going to boost when shooting advanced jumpers like spin and step back shots, as I said. Can also break ankles with step back jump shots when in takeover. So if you do that step back to the 3 and you have ankle breaker, sorry, it's a useless badge anyway. You don't really need ankle breaker or tight handles. If you just do that hop step with Hall of Fame Space Creator, you're breaking ankles and hitting that shot instantly with that takeover, man. It's OP if you use that, but otherwise I'm going to rank it later in the video, as I said. But that is the shot creating takeover. Let's get to the next one. This is every favorite cheesing takeover for every single person in the 2K community now. Spot up shooters. Spot up shooters get a marked improvement to hit from deep, and especially in catch and shoot situations. Yes, but it does a lot more than that. It's not just catch and shoot situations or hitting from... It improves your deep shot tremendously, your catch and shoot a lot as well, but there's actually more to it. Now, Takeover modifies shot windows for shooting builds to make it easy to hit perfectly timing shot. It also boosts or unlocks the full potential of the shooting badges. For example, Limitless is now called Range Extender, and Sharp's Takeover alone can bomb away from curry range with the any effectiveness. Yes, it does increase your range by a ton. So if you have like half range extender, you can shoot from the half court and bang that green. So easy. Same with green machine, it'll help that out. Catch and shoot. If you have Hall of Fame catch and shoot with this, you're not going to miss probably. It's probably like a 95% to 5% miss ratio with the grand badge or takeover system with the spot up shooting. Now the sharpshooting one, I really highly recommend this one. If you're a sharpshooting guard, any type of guard that shoots a lot, that is what I recommend. I'm going to talk about that later in the video. Let's go to the next takeover. But this takeover is really good. It can help you shoot from anywhere on the court. Now slasher. This is the slasher takeover. This one, oh, it's dirty. It's disgusting when you have it on a pure slasher or anything with slashing. Oh my god, you put people on their backs, put nuts in their face. This is disgusting. Slashers receive extra boost to finishing at the rim in traffic and more effective gathers to get past the defenders, man. There is more that this thing does. Slashers get a big boost when using Euro cradle, hop step, and spin layups, and boost the contact shots in Takeover. Dunkers unlock special contact dunks that no one else can get. The dunks that I'm talking about, lifting off, putting your nuts in their face, putting them flat on their back, and then walking over them. With this grand badge, or Takeover, sorry, I keep calling it grand badge. I'm from 2K17, I'm an old head. But this Takeover, oh my god, this is filth. This is one of my top 3 favorites. When you see a slasher with this, you just know, get out the paint, don't even bother contesting it. Even if you're a pure paint beast, 99 over with every single defensive badge, stop right there. Get out the paint. He's dunking on you, man. Anything over 6'5" and above, even 6'3". Ever seen offensive threats as a 6'2", posterized 7'3" centers? This takeover system is dirty, man. This is one of the best ones. I love this takeover system. That's what it does, man. Just puts anyone in the back, makes you help hit, can heavily contest the layups with any badge. It'll make your contact finisher badge, giant slayer badge, everything hot fancy footwork with this grand badge. Say goodbye, man. Let's go on to the next one. Now we've got the lockdown defender takeover. Now lockdown defenders receives boost to steals and shot contest, allowing them to clamp down even the best scorers in the game. Yes, if you're a really good defender, this grand badge or takeover system, sorry, will help you out so much, bro. Trust me, if you have this on an offensive threat or a sharpshooting facilitator or a slasher, anything, you're locking them down. It's just nothing they could do with that grand badge on them. Now, shot contest buffs. Now, this is also what happens. Shot contest boosts ability to cut off dribblers and make them pick up the ball. With hot clamps, they'll help you out tremendously as well. Cancel out offensive takeover skills, boosted steals, including exclusive ability to knock ball looses on catches, advantage in securing 50-50 balls, chuck grabs with fewer fouls, and more aggressive content, man. So yes, this is another really good takeover system. If you have this and you have Hall of Fame clamps, Intimidator, you have Interceptor Hall of Fame, you have Pick Dodger, trust me, the screens are going to be like butter. If they pass it anywhere in the lane, you're going to get that steal if you time it correctly. They're not going to be able to shoot threes on you. They're not going to be able to dunk on you. It's basically the best perimeter. If you're really just a defensive-minded person, for a guard, point guard, shooting guard, small forward, this is really good for you. I really highly rate this one. This takeover system is dirty as well. But let's get into the next one. Now, the glass cleaning takeover. Patch 6, they got rid of the animation where it shows you where it lands. They bring that back, so now if you have that on, it shows you when they miss, if they're going to miss, and where it's going to land every single time. But also, glass cleaners receive the ability to read missed shots when boxed out. Battles secure more boards and finish putbacks more consistently. Yes, more consistent putbacks. You're more likely to get the board. As I said, it shows shows you where it's going to go, and if they're going to miss at any time. You have the box set. They're not going to be able to get around. Even if Hall of Fame were, if you have this, they're not really going to get around it that often, because you still got Hall of Fame box to box them out with this grand badge is like diamond box. That's what I reckon. Now, glass cleaners get a lot of love. One of my favorite additions to the Takeovers, they get a target on the floor, as I said before. Go and miss shots. Gives them a huge rebounding advantage. This also gets elbow clearance after off-board prior to putbacks, man. So they also give you the elbow clear out. So that is the glass cleaning Takeover. This one, it's iffy if you just want to get rebounds. Yeah. Perfect badge for you, man. Otherwise, not too sure. We're going to rank it in a second, but let's go into the last takeover before I rank these babies. Now we have the Rim Protector Takeover. Rim Protectors get a strong shot contest buff and an arsenal of exclusive blocks that allow them to anchor the defense. So the exclusive blocks they get is snatch blocks. They can run down with a chase down and block you from anywhere. If you're there half court, you're there and you're slow, they're going to block you instantly. So yeah, if you want this, you want to get sick blocks, sick defensive plays inside the paint for blocks, steals, anything like that. This Takeover system is for you. But also, the Rim Protector exclusive block content, snatch grab blocks, and smash shot percentages on good contests, as I said before. They also cancel out offensive Takeover skills when they are hot. E.g., you can't clear out a hot RP. So if you have a Hall of Fame slasher trying to dunk on you, you can negate them a little bit. They won't be able to posterize and put their nuts in their face, as I said before. It probably won't work. But I haven't seen anyone get dunked on with this grand badge, but I've seen people try to lay it up with this Takeover system, and it never works out too well for them, so I highly recommend not even bothering if you're a center. If you're a pure slasher with the Takeover, the slasher Takeover, yeah, try it if you want, but I try it, and if you miss it once, don't even try it. Just leave it to the shooters to shoot the threes. But this Rim Protector one, I'm going to rate it pretty good, but I'm going to rate the Takeovers now. Okay, this is ranking the Takeovers 1 through 8. Now, the first of my favorite one of all time is the Sharpshooting Takeover system. So I'm going to rank the Takeover system of Sharp first, because if it helps you spot up, it's going to help you hit greens, especially if you're playing shooting guard or even the point guard position, and you need that clutch shot. With this Takeover system, it's going to help you hit that shot from anywhere on the court. It's going to be so overpowered for any single guard or even big if you have this. So I'm ranking this number 1. Number 2 on my list, I'm going with the Slasher Takeover. Yeah, I'm going with Slasher because if you're in the paint, as I said, without the Rim Protector badge or even the lockdown badge, maybe they could stop you, but you really can't stop a slasher with their Takeover. It's literally nearly impossible. As I said, a 95% make. It's a 5% miss ratio with this. So yeah, I'm ranking it second. Now my third favorite one on the list is the Lockdown Defender. Lockdown Defender because perimeter defense is big in this game. You need to have great perimeter defenders to win games. Also, you need great defenders and great rebounders. But if you put this, if you're a shooting guard, right, you can switch to the point guard. If they're dropping like not missing, put the lockdown on with their Takeover. They're going to get locked up. They're not going to hit anything. You can get the steal. We can bump them off the thing with Hall of Fame clamp. That's why it's my third favorite Takeover system in this year. My fourth favorite one is Playmaking. Playmaking Takeover system is my fourth favorite. It's not the most overpowered, but it's really useful if you need to hit your teammates to hit their shots. If you have a glass lock that stretches the floor and they have their Takeover like this, yeah, you will need it, especially if they can't really hit shots from there. But that is my fifth favorite, I'm pretty sure. One down. The next one on my list is the Shot Creator one. I'm ranking this one next. Shot Creator, yeah, it's not the best one, obviously. It's not the worst one, but I'm going to rank it up here near the top, near the middle, you know what I mean? Near the bottom, middle, that sort of way. Because if you know how to use it, yeah, it's going to be really good for you, but that's where I'm going to rank the Shot Creator Takeover. Now, next one is the Rebounding one, okay? Now, rebounding is pretty big, because if you can't rebound, if you can't get a board, what are you going to do? You got to lose the game. So yeah, it's actually pretty useful, especially in rec or park. Even 3v3 problem is pretty useful, but that's why I'm going to rank it there, because you need boards, and it shows you where the board goes and helps you get box set. I can't swim around your box set or anything like that, and that's why I'm going to rank that one. Now, next favorite is the Rim Protector Takeover, because if you have that, it's really hard to score in the paint. It probably helps you on rebounds a little bit, probably. It helps you tremendously on interior defense to lock that down, especially if they have only one shooter. That is perfect Takeover. That is why I'm going to rank it second worst. Now, the worst one in my... none of these are bad, by the way. None of these are bad. I'm going to rank the post scorer one last. Only because last year it was the most disgusting one out of all of them. Because you couldn't do anything. You're going to spin around. You can just get all these drop step animations. There's nothing really anyone can do. So that's why I have this post takeover, because I took it most of the OP stuff. But you can still hit deep fade away. You can still hit hook shot, stuff like that is pretty still useful. None of these takeover systems are bad, but that's why I'm going to rank them there. I have the number in the top right hand corner of what I ranked them. But that is today's video. If you made this far in the video, type in the comments section down below Twitch, and follow me on Twitch for daily live streams. If you're new, I'm going to hit that subscribe button. I'm going to have sick emotes on Twitch. Hit the subscribe button to the YouTube. It's free to subscribe. Leave that like. As I said, let's aim for 100 likes in the video. Share the video to everyone in the 2K community. Catch you guys in the next video. Follow me on Twitter as well. Peace out.